comecei a gravar o segundo episódio e aí vou testar com cores agora.
Yes.
Dependendo do resultado aqui, vai definir como é que eu vou ver a série até o final. Edição clássica. Filhos de Arkham. Um velho amigo se torna um novo adversário quando Bruce descobre mais sobre o legado da família Wayne e o Batman enfrenta a batalha contra o crime e a corrupção de Gotham.
Yes.
Bora lá. E ó, o que você queria, Normando, o que aconteceu aí no episódio anterior.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which
Isso é reprise, né?
Aham. Reprise aí pra tu saber o que aconteceu.
Aí sim.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
Nossa.
This is Selina.
Cara, o olho roxo dela na versão preto e branco, velho, tava muito maior.
How many?
Ai, cara, eu nem vi. Porra, tá no WhatsApp.
Falcone's calling card. The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Where's the money?
Não, engraçado que na série o Falcone nem é lá aquele vilão, não. Ele nem é o principal.
No novo filme do Batman que vai sair agora, um dos grandes problemas aí vai ser as famílias mafiosas.
Ai. Dá até um arrepio na espinha lendo isso aí, mano. Não digo nada.
O peso das palavras, não?
É, mano.
Nossa, é tão estranho ver o helicóptero com cores agora.
Don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this.
Não é querendo estragar assim, ter atenção pra outra coisa, mas eu acabei de saber que o Whindersson vai ser pai.
Quem?
O Whindersson vai ser pai.
It's all so public and messy.
É
It doesn't help
surpreendente
anything to
isso.
bottle your feelings up.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
Me chama
Chamou de especial.
psicopata, né?
He'll grease the wheels of politics. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Porra, já fiquei com vontade de chorar.
Nós somos uma família.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got.
Porra, velho, agora fico com mais vontade de chorar ainda.
Yes.
I won't let you down again.
Se eu não tiver o Alfred pra contar os meus segredos, velho, vai ficar tudo guardado em mim, mano. Eu vou acabar já
This is
soltando
the
alguém em
first
cima de uma
time I've
viga.
been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect
Só
you,
vai transparecer mais a solidão
finally
do
arrested your
Bruce.
father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was
Ele já
simply
sabe que
too
matou os pais dele.
Too big.
Não,
Yet there it was.
eu acho que não, menos.
Parece que sim.
Ah, ele falou o nome aí.
He got careless. Criminals always do.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Caraca, investigar a cena do crime 20 anos depois, velho, já foi tudo pro ralo, mano.
Não, o que eles estavam fazendo nesse beco? Começa a vir por aí.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Ah,
I take
matar
him
ele,
to
vai
jail.
tomar no cu.
Just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Caralho.
Nossa.
Isso mesmo, tem mais é que se fuder.
Até na prisão o povo gostava dos Wayne, mano.
Como
Tinha um
é
pontinho
dito,
ali.
né?
Ali é onde?
Ali,
atrás.
voltando.
Lá, direita, lá atrás. Direita,
Não,
direita,
sim, eu tava
fundo.
olhando pra ver se tinha mais algum aqui pro fundo.
Ah, tá.
Tem 2 pontos.
Tem como eu falar com tu? É.
Ou 3.
Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Parecia ser
Where
um assassinato
exactly does the
planejado.
memory end?
With my father pleading, you don't have to do this. And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Stay back. Take whatever you want. Have mercy. Just business. He told me you had to come. You don't have to do this. Don't Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Well,
Caralho, velho.
que isso?
Nós convenhamos, ver uma cena muito pesada, olha.
Normalmente era tipo 2 tirinhos, não um no olho, velho.
É, mano, os caras mudaram muita coisa aí, mano.
Pra melhor, gostaria de dizer.
Sou obrigado a concordar, velho.
Não, deixa sendo mais impactante.
E muito mais pesada pro Bruce.
Mais traumático.
Pra sentir mais o trauma dele.
Exatamente.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Vai pendurar ele de novo.
Rapaz! Enfia uma viga no peito dele, esse filho da... Não pode falar palavra muito alto, senão o André vai ter que mais trabalho pra me cortar.
Tu já falou algumas aí, vai ter esse trabalho.
Não, palavrão à vontade, mano. O vídeo é marcado como não para crianças.
Ah, tá tranquilo.
O problema é falar algo mais pesado que isso.
É.
Que com certeza eu falo.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you. This could land us both in hot water.
Quem é esse cara aí?
I pulled all the strings
Oh,
I had with
Harvey.
the lieutenant.
Duas caras.
Nossa, cara é gigante.
Isso que o André falou.
Pois é, mano, ele tá tipo.
And it means a lot to me.
O braço dele, velho. Olha essas costas.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier.
Ele me lembra o Wilson
Last time we
Fisk,
brushed
velho.
shoulders
Falei
with
isso.
Falcone, the
Uma
press paid his
seta.
pay.
Só não é gordo.
At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen,
Porra, é foda,
we
né, mano?
finally put Falcone in his cage.
O cara só se
Thanks
importa
to
com a
the
candidatura
information
dele.
you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Me pergunto se a viga tivesse no peito dele, a gente estaria num hospital.
Yeah, that son of a
Tem
bitch better not
mais
get
é que
off
se
again.
fuder.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Ele aprendeu da pior forma, que deve ser.
I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
É, ela queria dar um tiro em mim, sabe? Um tempo atrás. Eu te apoio.
Enfim, a hipocrisia.
He's lucky he didn't get
Mas
wrapped
do
up
Batman é
more.
pei-pei, né, mano?
I could tell Batman wanted to kill him.
Mas do Batman
Held
é
back.
PP.
He cares about doing the right
Entendi.
thing.
Pois é.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
Olha aí, o Gordon curtiu que não enfiou uma viga no cara, mano.
Aí sim.
All right, Falcone's inside.
Viga,
Say what you
viga,
gotta say.
viga.
We'll be out here.
Voz do mal aí, mano.
E aí, os caras vão andar de policial bom e policial mau? Ah, não, o Harvey não vai.
Ah, se fosse assim, só precisava do Harvey, né, mano? Duas caras.
Legal, né? Ele deixa bem assim, episódio 2.
Ué,
Ficou em choque, mano.
E aí, qual foi, menor?
não, tomou susto, velho.
Filhos de Arca.
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
E aí?
Salve.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
Sure, this is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father had sewn me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Poderia me vingar agora mesmo.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family.
Ah,
I
yes.
thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party.
Assassino entre famílias é normal, né, sua gramada?
Got a whole closet full of
Quero outra
birthday
sua.
presents I was never able to give you.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your
Thomas
father
Wayne andava com uma Batcaverna, mano.
and me, we ran this city.
Pera, não. Se o Bruce tivesse superado, eu falava assim: Thomas Wayne está morto, porra.
Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Mano, eu não precisava, tipo, que a enfermeira fizesse isso, eu aqui sozinho, dá erro isso aí, mano.
Fazendo sofrer. O Andrei não é.
Fazendo sofrer, cara.
O Andrei não faz sofrer as pessoas.
O negócio maior aqui, mano, é tipo, se o cara morrer na minha mão aqui, a polícia está do lado da outra porta, mano. Do outro lado da porta.
It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it?
Você tem um ponto, mas eu não ligo.
Dog down forever. Cause you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark.
Eu só quebro costelas ocasionalmente.
Much better, kid. Thank you.
E era pra enfiar vigas
Just
também
like
pra ele as
that
pessoas
reminds me of your
ocasionalmente.
mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha,
Vou fazer isso até o final
she
dessa
had the
série.
human touch. I think you got more of her in you, to tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
But you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that out.
Me?
They're waiting for you in hell!
Ela tá drogada, cala a
Bastard
boca.
had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out!
O maluco tomou uma bala no peito e na cabeça. Chama o doutor pra quê?
Pra levar pro funeral,
Pelo amor de
mano.
Deus. E a mulher correu como se tivesse acontecido, velho.
Pera, sério? A mulher que tava no chão?
Caraca, eu não vi.
O LOL,
Caraca,
eu também não vi, não. Agora, pronto, informação...
Agora eu tô em dúvida, mano. Quem é o mastermind da coisa toda?
We are in deep shit.
Well.
I bought us some
Olha,
time.
ele tinha dois
Or it's gonna get out, sooner or later.
dois titulamigos, né? Era tanto
Do something like this.
o cara lá
We had
quanto o
Gotham's biggest
prefeito.
crime lord in our grasp. This close, we were this
Havia algo de errado.
close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
Ninguém
It's a
viu as veias
disgrace.
saltando da boca da
Another
mulher?
officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Christ. I can delay
tudo é
them
de
for a
mim?
little
Ah,
while.
tá morto, mano. Pra que advogado? Porra.
Advogado do diabo, mano.
Tell me if she says anything.
Não, o nosso cliente era inocente. Aí o Gordon puxa lá toda a ficha criminal dele. E aí, qual foi, menor? Não, mas ele não precisava da morte, só cadeira elétrica. Perfeito.
Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Nossa, que celular é esse, mano?
Bate celular, né, mano?
Ah,
O cara é rico, mano.
Samsung...
Still visible beneath her skin.
Será que foi gás? Não. Gás do medo não causaria isso, muito menos gás do
Não,
riso.
não.
O negócio é que, tipo, no caso do armazém, parecia que, tipo, o gás, ele causa mais insanidade do que medo na pessoa. E mesmo assim,
Exatamente,
o
o gás do
mostra
rio.
que ainda tem algum tipo de consciência, porque ela diz, ah, seu otário, sabe? Aí, PayPal. Ou seja, o cara ainda
Exatamente, então
pensa.
ela. Exatamente, então
Traz
ela
o
traz
pior
à
na
tona.
pessoa.
Ela traz à tona algum tipo de. Ela traz à tona a emoção da raiva, né? Reprimida.
Na real, na série também, o gás, tipo, influenciava a pessoa também a
Não,
enfrentar o medo.
não. Ninguém quer saber da série aqui não, mano. Por favor.
É só possibilidade.
Fresh injection site.
Por favor. Sem spoiler.
That doesn't look like blood.
Sabe quem pode ser? Ei, Andrei. Pinguim.
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward.
Ele quer causar uma revolta.
Sim, mas eu não imaginava dessa forma.
I'll be in touch as
Sim, mas a melhor forma de causar uma revolta é fudendo Deus e o mundo, principalmente o Falcon, que ele queria.
Mr. Wayne?
Se ele prova que os próximos prefeitos vão ser corruptos e o próprio prefeito é corrupto,
But I got this
e a polícia
awful
também tá
feeling
matando os
something
prisioneiros,
terrible happened.
a população fica indignada.
Everything is such a blur.
Ainda mais que eles também falou que ele vai lascar o Bruce também.
Não, se ele
Pode
ficar
ser uma
contra...
possibilidade.
Falcone.
É, né? Mas o Bruce já tava lá, então.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain,
There's an injection site on your neck.
then it just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Opa!
Que foi?
Muito obrigado. Jesus investigador. Amém.
É o pinguim que quer causar uma revolução em Gotham, mano.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant.
E ele falou isso
I'm
no
laying it down.
episódio anterior.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
Pelo amor de Deus, a mentira mostrou o sangue dessa menina.
Revolution.
There's not much to go on.
If you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor.
Realmente.
Got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce,
Puta merda.
what are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown.
E essa mina?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't
É,
have...
Ah, Vicky.
Don't brush me off.
Ah, sim, Vicky.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held.
Como é que tu
Know
sabe
anything
disso,
about
velho?
I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Onde você ouviu?
Não é isso.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here.
Aham.
You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something.
É, eu acho que tem que falar a verdade.
Just
Não, mano.
give me something to run with.
Oh shit.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now if you'll excuse me.
O cara do nada,
You're fishing.
o cara do nada vira um bilíngue, mano.
Stonewall me or not.
You're fishing.
Você é um peixe.
Eu não posso contar
Você
isso pra ela,
fisgou.
porque, tipo, os caras estão fazendo tudo pra deixar a imprensa de fora, aí quem é que deixa a palavra escapar? O milionário Bruce Levine. Aí eu perco todo o contato que eu tinha com a polícia, que eu consegui a confiança do Gordon no episódio anterior.
Nossa.
Either
Que
Cobblepot drugged
belezinha, hein?
Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drone in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The
Porra,
residue
como é que quando foi que ele tirou sangue dela?
similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him. No one will miss him, you can be sure of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
He backed up what you told me. My father ran the city, with two of the worst men in it.
If they were working together, it's strange Falcone had him killed.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other
Sei
out.
lá, velho.
Computers pinpointed reference points on
Tô
the two
sentindo uma certa
compounds.
estranheza no Alfred. Não sei porquê, eu acho que deve ser só impressão.
Nossa, se no final for o Alfred, velho, aí eu fico triste, mano.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to
Isso
fight them
criaria o
for
caos.
you.
Exatamente o que o...
With this drug, they can
Eita.
exploit anyone's baser impulses. The things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Find her now! Send a strong message. Bring me her head.
E as garras.
Eita, mulher gato.
Aham.
There you go. Been alright. Right.
Não entendi.
Triangulando a localização do cara.
Esse é o pinguim?
Aham.
É.
Jesus, didn't even
Lol.
wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Porra.
Ai.
Que coisa, eu estava aqui até um dia atrás.
O pinguim não se parece um pinguim.
Acho que vai acontecer alguma coisa com ele.
Come on, I know there's gonna be more around here. The man probably had millions in his soul drawer. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Ih, qual é o zumbizinho ali, mano?
É, tem um mutante atrás ali.
Eu tenho que bater no cara, mano? O negócio não era ser stealth aqui?
Boa noite, meu rei.
You lot,
Hi.
check out his office.
Where is... I don't know! Please! Name's mate. You can help me.
Let him go.
Batman!
Yay!
It's about time! You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I
Você falou
know
demais.
from personal experience.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider.
É.
As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big
Eu
plans
sou o
for
rei,
Gotham.
pô. Cala a boca.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Os caras sabem quem é, né?
Nem sentiu.
Ei.
Ah, pô. Muay Thai, Batman, Muay Thai.
Banco Thai, mano.
Try hard.
Ih!
Tige.
Caraca, ainda bem que tem bastante cabo isso. O cara quando saiu deu o trabalho de trancar a porta, velho.
Alfred.
Você demorou pra saber.
Track down Selena Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Ai, tá ficando interessante.
Tá desde o primeiro episódio,
Primeiro
mano.